It's time to get into the Christmas spirit. It's December 8th, and if you guys don't know, Fears loves the Grinch. What? What would I wear? So let's get this song going. Welcome Christmas, come this day.
Welcome Christmas, Christmas Day. Welcome, welcome, Father Ramos. Welcome, welcome, Ramos. Christmas Day is in our grasp.
I love that song. Anyway, this is the wrong hat. This is the right hat, shall we? Let's get a rolling here. Oh, yes. Does it look good on Fears? Wait, is it better this way or is it better that way? Hang on, let me have a look here. Let's just have a look-see. Let's see here. Let's see here. You know, Fears, I gotta be a perfectionist. I like it that way. All right. Merry Christmas, everybody. Merry Christmas. That's right. Fears will be wearing this hat on Christmas Eve and Christmas Day for the streams. Welcome to the Fears Podcast. We got a bunch of stuff to talk to you guys about. Let's open up that chat. Let's get going here. Alrighty. Well, today's topics are to get into the Christmas spirit. Fears is going to read The Grinch for everybody. That's right. I'm going to read The Grinch. I will still be reading it on Christmas Eve, but, you know, I just couldn't wait. I'm a big kid in a candy store, and I said, you know what? I'm reading it tonight, goddammit. But I also will be reading it for you guys on Christmas Eve. Christmas Eve, I'm going to be reading this and The Nightmare Before Christmas book. And then on Christmas Day, I'm going to read Jesus' story and the sequel to The Grinch. I never knew there was a sequel. I just bought the sequel literally a couple weeks ago. And so I'm going to be reading that one for the first time. So there it is. So we got 4 people in the chat, 2 likes, 4 viewers, 2 likes. Well, thank you so much for the likes. I appreciate that. Good to see everybody. Today's topics are, I'm going to be reading that. I'm going to be reading that book. Also, Fears has got a haul for you guys. And then, I recently watched this movie, The Butler, based on a true story. And you guys know I much more love real-life movies compared to the bullshit that Hollywood makes up. Don't get me wrong, I like the bullshit. I like the made-up bullshit, but I think real life is so much better. Anyway, so I was watching a lot of horror movies and all that garbage, and I thought, all right, I'll switch it up. I'll watch a serious movie, because this deals with families and the civil rights movement and blacks trying to get equal rights, as they should, as anyone should, not just black people. Everybody should have equal rights. It disgusts me how white people treated other cultures back in the 60s and the 50s. It really disgusts me. Shooting people with, like, water hoses and, like, leashing dogs on people, that is just fucking disgusting. And I'm so sorry that black people and other cultures had to go through all that, you know, to get equal rights, you know. That's horrible. But now everybody has equal rights, thank God, you know. But people have learned from their mistakes. But you know what? White people shouldn't have done that in the first place. You know, it wasn't just white people. It was other people doing it too. But anyway, it was just crazy back in the civil rights days. So I'm glad I watched this movie. Learned a lot. And it's based on the real-life person of Cecil Gaines. He was in the White House for 8 presidents, I believe. It was either 8 or 9. He started like when he was 25, and I think he retired like at 69, something like that. And before he died, he got to meet President Obama, so that's pretty cool. Anyway, so I will be doing a review of that. All right. And then tonight, I'm going to watch Endangered Species. I hope that this is not weak sauce, because as you guys know, Fears watched Hell Night the other night, and by God, that shit was garbage. That shit was weak sauce, man. That stuff was, well, I should say, the last 25 to 30 minutes was actually pretty good. That was actually pretty good. But the rest of the movie was horrible. So this, by God, better not be weak sauce, because look how cool the cover is. It looks all futuristic. You know, look at this hilarious guy's Letterman jacket with a gun. You know, it looks pretty cool. I'm hoping that it's not weak sauce, though. Anyway. Well, without further ado, the chat is open. The chat is live. Go ahead and shoot your messages in the chat. By the way, the super chats are on. The super likes are on. So if you feel like giving Fears a super chat, by God, go for it. See, now I'm starting to like it better on this side. I don't know. I'll switch it up every once in a while. I can't decide whether it's better on this side or the other side. I'll keep switching it up. Anyway, the super chats are on if you feel like giving me a super chat. Also, Christmas is right around the corner, guys. That's why I got my hat on. Trying to get everybody into the Christmas spirit. If you feel like giving Fears a Christmas card, a Christmas gift, fan mail, a letter, anything, I want to hear from my loyal fans, because I'll be honest, the only thing I have been hearing from lately is the fucking Oracle and the fucking trolls. You know, I would love to have some fan mail. So, I still have hope that my loyal fans will send me something. Tyler is the only one to actually send me some fan mail. So, I'm sorry, not Tyler. Triple, not Tyler, I'm sorry. Triple is the only fan so far to send me some actual fan mail. So thank you, Triple. But to all my other fans, come on, get with it, people. It's in the description, my P.O. box. Send Fears some fan mail. I would really appreciate it. I will respond to it. So yeah, I would love to hear from my loving and loyal fans. Well, let's start this off with a bang, shall we? The Grinch by Dr. Seuss. And he's all Grinchy. I love the Grinch. If you don't like the Grinch, where the hell was your childhood? Where the hell was your childhood, man? I love the Grinch, and you should too. All right, The Grinch by Dr. Seuss. Here we are. Let's get this rolling here. All right. I will show the pictures. That's right. Every Who down in Whoville liked Christmas a lot, just like Fears. But the Grinch, who lived just north of Whoville, did not. The Grinch hated Christmas, the whole Christmas season. Now, please don't ask why. Nobody quite knows the reason. It could be, perhaps, that his shoes were on too tight. It could be, perhaps, that his head wasn't on just right. But I think the most likely reason of all may have been that his heart was 2 sizes too small. That could be a factor. There he is, and he's looking down at Whoville. But whatever the reason, his heart or his shoes, he stood there on Christmas Eve hating the Who's. Well, I feel him. I hate Quentin a lot, so I understand. Anyway, staring down from his cave without a sour, grinchy frown at the warm-hearted windows below in their town, for he knew every Who down in Whoville beneath was busy now hanging a mistletoe wreath. "And they'll be hanging their stockings," he snarled with a sneer. "Tomorrow is Christmas. It's practically here!" Then he growled with his Grinchy fingers, nervously drumming, "I must find a way to stop Christmas from coming." For tomorrow, he knew, all the Who's down in Whoville would wake bright and early. They rushed for their toys, and then, oh, the noise! Noise, noise, noise! That's the one thing he hated, was all the noise, 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 noise. See all the noise? Then the Who's, young and old, would sit down for a feast. And they'd feast, and they'd feast, and they'd feast, feast, feast. They would feast on Who pudding and rare roast beast, which was something the Grinch couldn't stand in the least. Who doesn't like roast beef, man? Roast beef is really good. I'm just saying. You know? Alright. And then they'll do something he hated least of all. Every Who down in Whoville, the tall and the small, would stand close together with Christmas bells ringing. They'd stand hand in hand, and the Who's would start singing. And Fears is not going to sing because I'm not a good singer. They'd sing and they'd sing and they'd sing, sing, sing. And the more the Grinch thought of this Who Christmas singing, the more the Grinch thought, "I must stop this whole thing. Why, for 53 years I've put up with it now. I must stop this Christmas from coming. But how?" Then he got an idea. An awful idea. The Grinch got a wonderful, awful idea. "I know just what to do," the Grinch laughed. "I'll make a quick Santa Claus hat and a coat." He chuckled and chuckled with a big snarl on his face. What a great Grinchy trick. "Why, with this coat and this hat, I'll look just like Saint Nick. But all I need now is a reindeer." The Grinch looked around, but since reindeer was scarce, there was none to be found. Did that stop the Grinch? No, the Grinch simply said, "If I can't find a reindeer, I'll make one instead." So he called his dog Max, and he took some red thread, and he tied a big horn on the top of his head. Then he loaded some bags and some old empty sacks on a ramshackle sled, and he hitched it up to old Max, and the Grinch said, "Giddy up!" And the sled started down towards the homes where the Who's lay a snooze in their town. And boy, is this Christmas hat getting just a teeny bit hot. But I love my fans and I love Christmas, so I will endure the torture of this hot Christmas hat. I do have, you know what, I'm going to turn on my fan real quick. I thought the fan was on. It's not on. So give me 1 second. There we go. There we go. I was wondering why it was getting so hot. Well, I do have a felt cotton hat on, but my fan wasn't on. That's why it was so hot. All right, back to the story. All their windows were dark. Quiet snow filled the air. All the Who's were dreaming sweet dreams without care. When he came to the first little house on the square, "This is stop number 1, the old Grinch sneered, and he climbed to the roof, empty bags in his fist. This is getting exciting. We all know the story, but we have to read it every year. I'm going to be reading it again on Christmas Eve, so look out for that. But I wanted to get everybody in the Christmas mood. Not that you guys weren't already in the Christmas mood, but in case you weren't, that's why Fears is here. Then he slid down the chimney, a tiny pinch, But if Santa could do it, then so could the Grinch. He got stuck only once for a moment or two. Then he stuck his head out of the fireplace flue, where the little Who's stockings all hung in a row. "These stockings," he said, "are the first things to go." I hope you guys like my Grinch impression. I'm doing my best. I really am. I try to add life to the story. Just get with it. Enjoy the story. Then he slithered and slunk with a smile most unpleasant around the whole room, and he took every present. Pop guns and bicycles, roller skates and drums, checkerboards, tricycles, popcorn and plums. Then he stuffed them in the bags very nimbly, stuffed all the bags one by one up the chimney. Then he slunk to the icebox. Slunk! He took the Who's feast. He took the Who pudding. He took the roast beast. He cleaned out the icebox quick as a flash. Why, that Grinch even took the last can of Who hash. I wonder what Who hash tastes like. I've got to go to Grinchmas one of these years at Universal Studios, Florida's Park and Recreations. Copyright, trademark, and they have Who hash there. I tried to get tickets this year, and I think they're sold out. I tried. So, by the way, I'm going to be, tickets are sold out for Christmas Eve and Christmas Day for Disney World. So I'm going to have to go next weekend. So I'm buying the tickets for next weekend, Sunday. So that'll be just as good. And then on Christmas Eve Christmas Eve I've got church and Elsie's party. Christmas Day, besides opening gifts, I don't know what else I'm going to do. Maybe go see a movie. Or maybe go to Disney's miniature golf, because that's always fun. I don't know. I'll come up with something. I always do. Like MacGyver, I always have a plan. Then he stuffed all the food up the chimney with glee, and now, grinned the Grinch, I will stuff up the tree. That's right. And the Grinch grabbed the tree, and he started to shove, when he heard a small sound, like the hoo of a dove. He turned around quick as a flash, and he saw little Who. Why, it was Cindy Lou, and she was no more than 2. The Grinch had been caught by this tiny Who daughter, who got out of the bed for just a cup of cold water. She stared at the Grinch and said, Santa Claus, why? Why are you taking our Christmas tree? Why? But you know that old Grinch was so smart and so slick, he thought up a lie, and he thought it up quick. Why, my sweet little tot, there's a light on this side that won't bright. So I'm taking it back to my workshop, my dear. I'll fix it up there, and I'll bring it back here. And the fib fooled the child. Then he patted her head and got her a drink and sent her off to bed. And when Cindy Lou Who was in bed with her cup, he went to the chimney and stuffed the tree up. That's right. You Grinch, you son of a bitch! That's right. But, like Ebenezer Scrooge, in the end he does the right thing. And he goes from being a hated, crummy, miserable son of a bitch to a crummy, good son of a bitch. Just like Scrooge. So that's important. Alright. Then the last thing he took was the log for their fire. Then he went up the chimney himself, that old liar. On the walls he left nothing but some hooks and some old wire. And the one speck of food he left in the house was a crumb that was even too small for a mouse. That's right. Then he did the same thing to all the other Who's house, leaving crumbs much too small for the other Who's house. Chat third period. That's a pretty funny YouTube channel name. You're going to mini golf alone? I mean, I may. Randall may come with me. I may invite Randall. But I don't know too many people down here, so So, and I can't invite LC because LC is going to be with his family. So, I don't know. I'm just spitballing ideas. I may go there for the vlog. I got to do something for the vlog. All right. Where did I leave off on the story? All right. It was 1:15 dawn. All the Who's still abed. All the Who's still a snooze. Then he packed up his sled, packed it up super tight. Packed it up with all their presents, the ribbons, the wrappings, all nice and tight. Then he climbed to Mount Crumpet. Up, up, up. He went. He rode with his load to the tip-top to dump it. Pooh-pooh to the Who's, the Grinch laughed. They're finding out that there's no Christmas coming. They're just waking up, and I know just what they'll do. Their mouth will hang open for a minute or two. Then the Who's down in Whoville will cry boo-hoo-hoo. That's a noise, grinned the Grinch, that I simply must hear. So he paused, and the Grinch put his hand to his ear, and he did hear a sound rising over the snow. It started low, and then it started to grow. But the sound wasn't sad. Why, this sound was merry. It couldn't be so. But it was merry. Very. He stared down at Whoville, the Grinch, with his eyes. Then he shook with a shocking surprise. Every Who down in Whoville, the tall and the small, was singing, without any presents at all. He hadn't stopped Christmas from coming. It came. Somehow or another it came just the same. Because Christmas is not about presents. Grinch, you son of a bitch. Christmas is about family, friends, loved ones, giving back to your community, the big guy upstairs, Yeah, the presents are nice, but that's not what Christmas is all about. You guys know that. I know that. It's better to give than receive. That's why it felt really good to donate to 3 charities. I donated to my local library. I did the Thanksgiving community food drive, and then I did the Toys for Tots Christmas drive. And I got 4 presents for 4 little girls and 4 presents for 4 little boys. So it doesn't matter what they get, as long as I get a present, and I hope all those boys and girls have a great Christmas. All right. And the Grinch, with his Grinch feet all cold in the snow, stood puzzling and puzzling. How could it be so? It came without ribbons. It came without tags. It came without packages, boxes, or bags. And he puzzled and puzzled and puzzled till he was sore. Then the Grinch thought of something that he hadn't before. Maybe Christmas, he thought, doesn't come from a store. Maybe Christmas, perhaps, means a little bit more. And what happened then? Well, in Whoville, they say that the Grinch's small heart grew 3 sizes that day. And the minute his heart didn't feel quite so tight, he whistled with his load through the bright morning light, and he brought back the toys. He brought back the food for the feast. And he himself, the Grinch, carved the roast beef. The end. I hope you guys enjoyed the story. I'm gonna be reading the sequel to it on Christmas Day, but I also will read it again on Christmas Eve. Just wanted to get that out of the way. I was like, you know what? I can't wait. I got to get people into the Christmas spirit. So I hope you guys enjoyed it. All right. Well, Fears had a lot of errands to do today. I did buy, I bought LC's son a present today, so I got LC's son out of the way, and LC's gift should be coming in the mail anytime. Or am I just saying that to throw you guys off? Did Fears buy it today at a store? Possibly. Or maybe I ordered it. I don't know. We'll find out in the vlog. There it is. And then, let's see. Work was pretty good last night. It wasn't too busy. I think we had 50,000, so it was kind of a medium day. That's a pretty medium day for peak season. So, I'm just dreading, like, that last week of Christmas, like the week before Christmas and the week of Christmas. It'll be like 90,000 boxes, 125 boxes. The most we got last year was 140,000, I think, something like that. It was insanity, guys. I kid you not. Anyway, but I hope you guys are enjoying the Christmas season. Hope you guys are enjoying the Christmas days. Let me know in the chat how you guys are going to celebrate Christmas. I've got a couple of ideas. You know, that's the only thing that sucks about Christmas is I don't have many family and friends here. But I am going to Skype with my mom and my brother and my brother's wife and good old Grandma Fears. So I'll probably Skype with them for like an hour or two on Christmas Day. Open my gifts for not only for myself but for the Christmas unboxing and film that. I'll probably make myself a little dinner and I'll probably have some dessert, watch some Christmas movies. And like I said, I'm thinking about going to do that miniature golf thing. I'm thinking about it. I don't know. We'll see. Christmas Eve, I'm gonna be pretty busy. I've got the church service to go to, and then my church always has like a little dinner. But I know I'm gonna have dinner at LC's Christmas party, so I'll probably have like a little snack, you know, at my church after the service. Right after the service, I'm going to chat with people for maybe about a half an hour and then right off to LC's Christmas party. And what I learned from last year is Spanish people exchange gifts. They do it a little bit different than British people. British and Americans, we wait till Christmas morning. They wait till 12 o'clock midnight. So, I'm going to bring LC's gift. I have not even asked LC what he's getting me, you know. So I told LC, I'm like, don't give me any hints, you know. I could care less if he got me anything, you know, because I'm just happy that he invited me to the Christmas bash. That's my Christmas present. But I'm sure he will get me something because I told him I'm going to get him something, you know. But I don't know. We'll see. He hasn't told me any hints. So anyway, we'll find out. Let's see what else is going on. What else is going on? Work's going good. Editing's going good. I talked to Randall 2 days ago. We finally got the last person to do the last recording for Fears Man 5. Me and Randall kind of put Fears Man 5 on the back burner because we were always going to do that because Randall called me and said, hey, Fears, I'm writing a book. I'm writing some scripts. Do you mind if we put Fears Man 5 on the back burner for a little while? And I was like, yeah, sure, man, no problem. So now that Randall's gotten caught up, hey, what's up? Big Beefus. Good to see you. Howdy, Fears. Well, howdy to you, too. You just missed me, Big Beavis, you just missed me reading How the Grinch Stole Christmas. But don't worry, I'm going to read it again on Christmas Eve. So, yeah. And then on Christmas Day, I'm going to read the sequel. I had no idea they had a sequel to The Grinch. But I saw it in the store, and I was like, oh, shit. They made a sequel. And it was only like $9 for the book. So I was like, bam. So, I'm going to be reading, will the sequel live up to the original? I don't know. We'll find out. Yo, Carmen, what's going on? Good to see you, my friend. Good to see everybody in the chat. Carmen, how are you spending Christmas Eve and Christmas Day? Let me know in the chat. Big Beavis, how are you spending Christmas Eve and Christmas Day? Let me know. I got a couple of ideas. And then, let's see. The other day I mailed off my brother's gift and my brother's wife's gift. And then today I mailed off my mom's gift and Enzo. Enzo's my dog, in case you guys didn't know. Yes, he's part of the family. Yes, I got him a gift. Actually, I got him quite a few things. I got Enzo a big dog bone that's like that long. A big dog bone. I got Enzo a Christmas sweater. I got him a new collar and a new leash. So whenever my mom takes him for a walk, he'll have a new collar. And he's going to be styling. I got him a bow tie. So Enzo's going to be rocking a bow tie for Christmas. What else? I got him some doggy treats. I got him... oh, shit, what else? Oh, I got him a bunch of goodies. So, yeah. Beavis says, nice, high fears, stupid correcting thing. You mean auto-correcting? I hate auto-correcting. It's all right. It's okay. It happens to the best of us. Fucking autocorrect, you know? Son of a bitch. So, Carmen, what are you doing on Christmas Day? What are you doing on Christmas Eve? Big Beavis, what are you doing on Christmas Eve and Christmas Day? Let me know in the chat. By the way, Carmen, Big Beavis, everybody, Christmas is right around the corner. I want to hear from my loyal fans. I love my loyal fans. Look in the description, and you will see this address. Send Fears some fan mail. Yeah, baby. Anyway, I want to hear from you guys. I don't just want to hear from the Oracle. Not that I don't enjoy getting mail from the Oracle, but I want to hear from my loyal fans, too. The last time I got something from the Oracle, he said, Fears, I need you to help me learn how to tie my shoe. And I was like, I can do that. I can definitely do that. So, I haven't filmed it yet, but I'm going to be showing the Oracle and all the other idiot trolls how to tie the shoe. Because, unfortunately, they're that fucking dumb. So, yeah. Museum says, are you sure? Am I sure about what? Am I sure about what? Carmen says, who's the Oracle? Trust me, you don't want to know. You don't want to know. All right, let's see. What else has been going on? Grandma Fears is doing good. Talked to my mom today. I shipped off my mom's gift today and Enzo's gift. Randall. Randall's the only one I need to get. But since Randall doesn't celebrate Christmas, Randall said I could buy his gift whenever he wants. So I'm going to buy it here soon. I took care of LC and his son's gift today. I just haven't wrapped their gift yet, but I will wrap. I will wrap their gift. I have been doing a little editing. If you haven't seen, I got a part 2 of my birthday at Disney. I'm still working on the Halloween vlog, so that's coming. So the next 3 vlogs are the Halloween vlog, Titanic vlog, and what was the other one? Titanic. Oh, I forgot the third one. I'll have to open up my my editing and I'll tell you guys later. But those 2 vlogs are coming up next. So yes. So hang in there, Larry. Larry and a bunch of other fans have been dying to see the Titanic vlog. It's coming. I promise you guys. Hang in there. Hang in there. So, Museum, am I sure about what? You asked, so I don't know what you're on about, though. But write it again so I can answer you. But yeah. Well, Big Beavis, Carmen, Museum, however you guys spend Christmas, I hope you guys have a good Christmas. I hope everybody has a good Christmas. Anyway, all right. While I was out and about, Fears I did some last-minute Christmas shopping. I went to the post office, threw out some Christmas cards to my family, and then on the way back, I did a haul. So here we go. I did another nerd haul. All right, here we go. First thing, Bam! A Mickey mug. Nice. I like it. Fears got himself a new Star Wars t-shirt because when I go back to Disney, there's one ride I didn't get to on my birthday. I got to Smuggler's Run, but I did not get to go on whatever the other Star Wars ride is called, Rise of the Resistance. I got on it. They said, it broke down and it's going to take like 4 or 5 hours to fix. And you know Fears and his patience. I was like, well, I'm not waiting 5 to 6 hours until this thing gets fixed. I'm going to go off and do other things. So I went off, did other things. Pretty much did everything in Galaxy's Edge. I had lunch in there, did Smuggler's Run, got photos with a bunch of Star Wars characters. Saw Kylo Ren go fucking nuts on somebody. That was pretty funny. That's in the vlog. Be sure to watch that. That's hilarious. He told me off. I'm sorry. He didn't tell me off. A stormtrooper told me off. I was telling him about my vlog, and he's like, move along. Move along. So that's in the Halloween vlog, so you guys will get a kick out of that. And I was like, oh, stormtrooper, you son of a bitch. How dare you not like Fears' vlog? I will kick ass and take names. So there it is. So I got this new Star Wars shirt. So I'm going to be wearing this in the Christmas vlog. Yeah, buddy. I like it. All right. By the way, I went to Goodwill and got all this stuff. You find some pretty good things at Goodwill, I must say. I go there and get tons of cool shirts. Every once in a while, I'll find my favorite shoes there, Converse. But I find a lot of Blu-rays there. Speaking of Blu-rays, these are the newest ones that I got at Goodwill. I've never heard of this one, but it's got Will Ferrell in it. Daddy's Home. I guess it's a comedy. Never heard of it, but it looks hilarious. I guess this is a horror movie, or maybe a psychological thriller. No Good Deed. Never heard of it, but it looks like a horror movie, so I don't know. I guess we'll find out. And then I love movies based on real events. So I got this really cool movie called Race, and it's the incredible true story of gold medal legend Jesse Owens. So I cannot wait to watch and find out about his life. I already know pretty much stuff about his life, but I can't wait to watch this movie and find out more about his life. And then I've never seen this before. The James Brown story. Boseman, hopefully that's how you say his name. Before Chadwick died, he played James Brown in this movie. So I can't wait to watch this. Never seen this movie either. So hopefully it's good. All right. All right. Speaking of the Grinch, bam! Fear's got some hot cocoa and a mug. I love the Grinch. Love the Grinch. He's fucking hilarious. So, I'll let you guys know how this cocoa tastes. And I'll probably have this cocoa on Christmas Day. So, yeah. And I got a cool mug out of the deal. Alright. And last but not least, I saw this and I had to get it. Every year, Fears adds different ornaments to the tree. Some are Halloween ornaments, some are nerdy ornaments. It's a combination of the two. Bam! I got the, the thing that you punch, the question mark, you punch it, you get a coin. You guys have seen the game. So I'm going to be adding that on my tree before I go to bed tonight. What else? I think that's it. So, yeah. Are you loco for cocoa? You know what? That's a good question. And here's my answer. Yes, I am. I cannot wait to try this cocoa. I'll be honest. Blackberry. I drink a lot of tea. I drink a lot of coffee. But very rarely do I drink hot cocoa. You don't really need to. It's Florida, for God's sakes. It's 92 degrees out there today. Well, not now. It gets kind of cold at night. But during the day, it gets really hot. So yeah. What happened? What happened to your face? It's red. You know what, Carmen? Fears. I know you're a new fan. The trolls make fun of me. They call me tomato face. I have very sensitive skin. So if Fears gets hot or cold, or if I get embarrassed, or if it's, I don't know. My skin is very sensitive. Like, look, my arm is red too. My skin has always been sensitive ever since I was a little kid. That's the honest to God truth. So I've just dealt with it. You know, sometimes I can be white as a ghost. Then if I go to the beach, I get a really good, it starts off as a sunburn and then turns into a tan. I can tan really easy. And then other times I don't tan and I just look red. You know, I don't know what to tell you. I've had to deal with it ever since I was a little kid. I just have sensitive skin. And that's the honest to God truth. So yeah. All right. Last but not least, let's do the movie. So I watched this last night before I went to work, and I gotta say, great movie, based on the real guy. He was his name is Cecil Gaines, real guy. He was a family man. Had oh, hang on, I just watched the movie last night. I'm sorry, he had one daughter and 3 sons. But one son ended up dying in Vietnam. So he now has 2 sons and a daughter. And Cecil died shortly after Barack Obama became president. He got to meet Barack Obama before he passed away. He was very, 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 very old. And this was like his very first professional job. And he worked from he was 25 when he got the job as a butler in the White House, and I think he retired at 68, 69. So he went through at least 8 or 9 presidents. So you know that guy heard a lot of shit, seen a lot of shit, you know. So I have great respect for this guy. He got to meet tons of presidents. That must be a cool job to work in the White House. That'd be pretty cool, you know. And he also helped black people get the same pay wages as the whites as he worked the White House, because this was all through the civil rights era and all that stupid bullshit. It's so stupid that blacks had to go through all that fucking bullshit, you know. That's why I said at the beginning of the stream, I hate how white people treated black people back then. No one should have to go through the bullshit that they went through. They would leash dogs on them and shoot them with fire hoses, throw food at them. That's fucking bullshit. Thank God people have equal rights today, and we don't do that shit anymore. Because that's fucking terrible. But Cecil got equal pay for everybody in the White House. And it took him a while, because his boss obviously was white. And he didn't feel, he went, Cecil, everybody likes you here. But, if you don't like your job and if you don't like the pay, then I suggest that you find other employment. And he thought that was wrong. He's like, I work just as hard as white people, and so do all of my black employees. We should get the same amount of pay as the white people. So he kept at it, and he kept at it, and he kept at it. And finally, his boss caved in and finally gave equal pay. Finally. Which I was like, he should have done that in the first place, you know? But that's how stubborn people were back in the day, you know? Everybody deserves equal rights. Oh, well, at least that's what Fears feels, you know? That's the right thing to do. You know? I'm cool with the thing is with Fears, if you treat me nice, I'll treat you right. You treat me wrong, you're going down, you know? And I've made people cry on the internet. I mean, do I have to bring up Violent Joe? I don't have to, but I will. I took, let's see, I took down how many of his channels? 12? 12 of his channels? And he cried like a little sissy girl and left YouTube forever. Because he decided to fuck with fears. Not a good idea. You know, I try to be the nice guy. I try to be cool with everybody. Some people, like Violent Joe, Quentin, I could go on and on and on, but I won't, because if I went on and on and on, World War XVIII would ensue. Some people make it very difficult. It's very easy to get along with fears. You treat me with respect, and I'll treat you with respect. You know? And usually most people are like that. You don't want to be someone's friend if they don't treat you with respect, you know? So yeah. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, great movie. 10 out of 10. 10 out of 10. Forrest Whitaker, great actor. Great actor. He plays Cecil Gaines, and Oprah Winfrey plays Cecil. She plays Cecil Gaines' wife, and her name was, oh crap, what was her name? Oh, I don't recall his wife's name. I don't recall the wife's name, but she did a really good job in the film too. And Oprah Winfrey, you know, she's famous for being a talk show host, but every once in a while she dips into the movies, and any movie that she's been in, she is a fabulous actress. Fabulous. She's only been in a couple films though. So yeah. Well, Carmen, it has nothing to do with anger. It has everything to do with respect, you know? That's the only thing that Fears cares about. I give people respect, I should get respect back. You know? I try to get along with everybody. Why? Because I'm a good guy. I'm a pretty good guy. But some people on the internet, like Quentin, other idiots, they've hated me since day one. I don't know why. So yes, you are correct, Carmen. They do have a lot of anger in them, you know? So that's why I try to get rid of all of the negativity. That's why some people don't like me, because I block a lot of people, you know? But I just will not put up, like, I don't want negativity in my life, you know? So why would I want someone in my chat saying, hey, Fears, you're a fucking idiot. Hey, Fears, die. You made me want to throw up, Fears. Trust me, I've gotten all 3 of those comments in my chat multiple times, you know? That's why I block a lot of people. I only want my loving and loyal fans here, you know? You know? Sorry, that damn autocorrection again. No worries. I understand. Autocorrect is a son of a bitch. But anyway, if you haven't seen this, do yourself a favor. Check it out. I'd say my favorite scene in the whole film is at the end when he finally gets to meet Barack Obama. And some guy comes up to him and says, here, let me show you where the president wants to meet you. Well, Cecil makes a joke, and he looks right at him, and he goes, I know the way. I did work here. You know, and I'm like, that's pretty funny. Yeah, he worked here for like a decade. Or actually, more than a decade. He worked a couple of decades there, you know? So, that's funny for him to make that joke. Like, I know the way, dude. And then it ends with him walking into Barack Obama's office, and then that's the end of the film. So, yeah. I'd say the most sad scene is when he keeps trying to get equal pay, and his white boss is just treating Cecil like crap. Like, he barely looks at Cecil, and Cecil's like, can you look at me when I'm talking to you? And the guy's like, do I have to? He goes, that's not in my job description. He goes, I am obligated to listen to you, but I don't have to look at you. You know, and I'm like, wow. So even his boss is racist, you know. So that scene was very sad to watch. Another scene that was very sad to watch was, let's see, probably the funeral scene whenever he finds out that his oldest son died in Vietnam. Because he was like, I have no idea why we're over there in Vietnam. And you hear this voiceover going, why oh why did my son have to go over there? He goes, I don't even know why we're over there in the first place. It doesn't seem like we're doing much good over there. But my son loved that cause, and now my son's dead because of that cause. You know, so he was very upset about that. I mean, anybody would be to lose a son. But 10 out of 10, I think you guys should totally check this out. I loved it. Good movie. Good movie. Anyway, like I said, tonight, I'm going to be watching this. I picked this up at FYE. I hope this isn't going to be weak sauce, you know. It looks like an alien, like, monster movie. I don't know. I've never heard of it. We'll see. I got it for two reasons. One, the description looked hilarious, and it sounded good. And then I loved the front cover. So we'll see. I got to tell you, though, whenever I watched Hell Night and reviewed it, so much fucking weak sauce, man. It had this great cover art. It looked like this Mondo epic horror movie. I start watching it, and it's Snooze Fest 5000. Up until the last 25 minutes. The last 25 minutes of that film, where the chase is on and the killer is chasing her, and she finally, like, kills the killer in a dramatic, epic way. Yeah, that last 25 minutes was good. Was it worth buying for the last 25 minutes? No. It was crap. It was garbage. I gave it a 6 out of 10. Horrible. So I'm hoping good things when I watch this tonight. I got tonight off. I don't have to go into work. Normally I get Saturdays and Sundays off, but because of peak season, we only get one day off during peak season. But I get Christmas Eve off and Christmas Day off, so I'm looking forward to that. All right. Well, I'm going to let you guys go. Good turnout. Got a few more fans. The boycott is slowly but surely ending. Thank God. More and more fans are coming back. I hope some old fans come back that I miss. I miss Pixel. I miss Visions. I miss all the, the old guys. Hopefully they'll come back, but give it time. I'm sure it will. Anyway, I'm going to go. I need to go take a shower. I haven't made dinner yet, so I'm going to go make dinner. And then I'm going to get on the edits, and hopefully I upload something tonight before I go off to bed, but I'm pretty tired. So, yeah. Anyway, I'm taking off. Well, I don't know if I fixed it, BlackBerry, but it seems like things are getting better because more and more people are responding in the chat. So I'm hoping it's almost over. And again, let me reiterate something. I don't even know why they were boycotting me to begin with. No one told me. I have no idea. But I'm just going to drop it. Because the more I bring it up, the more pissed off they get. So I'm hoping. It seems like it's getting better and better every day. I try not to let it bother me, I'm like, well, either way, I'm going to do my show, and whoever shows up, and whoever does show up are the loving and loyal fans, and whoever doesn't show up, then I'm sorry, I'm going to continue to do my shows nonetheless, so. Anyway, God bless. I'm taking off. That's all for tonight, but I hope you guys enjoyed the live stream. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe to FearsMan26, the main channel. Fears Vlogs, channel number 2. Follow my buddy Randy at Cameo Man 2021, the main channel. His second channel, The Mayor of Magic. Be sure to go to Amazon and get Randy's book, The Little Book of Magic. Buy that. Support Randy. Check out my buddy Tommy NC 2010. I think he still does Tommy Talks. I think. Watch him. Embrace Tommy. He's a good guy. And last, but certainly not least, check out that crazy, awesome, going nuts guy that we all love and know, the Sega Camp Gamer on Twitch. Oh, Sega. Sega. He was going fucking nuts on somebody the other night. I don't know who Operation is, but apparently Operation really pissed him off. Operation, so I guess some troll named Operation was like tormenting Sega's girlfriend. And man, Sega laid down the law on that troll bitch. He was like, that's not gonna fucking happen. And Sega laid down the law. Well, good for you, Sega. Good for you, my friend. Cheers to that. Well, with that said, Fears loves you guys. Fears cares about you guys. I'm taking off. But this is Fears, signing off. It was starting to get hot in that thing, so I had to take it off. And I will see you guys later.